Good morning, students. Today I am here with a video for tenses. This is a part of syllabus of standard 9th and 10th as per the revised CBSE syllabus. So let's discuss what tenses are. You already must have studied a bit about tenses and sequences of tenses in your previous classes. Let's go into a bit minute details where you have to either correct a sentence or you have to fill in the gap. So you need to learn both which tense to use and which sequence of tense to use. So this would include introduction, classification based on time, classification based on aspect, block diagram of tenses, then list of rules for present tense, past tense and future tense, and then examples. A normal procedure we will be following. So as for the introduction part, the word tense is derived from Latin word tempus, which means time. A verb indicates the time of an action, event or a condition by changing its form. That's the duty of a verb, not only tell the action but also let you know about the time of action, right? The changes it brings about in its form. Based on time frame, the verb tenses may be categorized according to time frame as present tense, past tense or future tense. As simple as that. There are three tenses: present, past and future. Present tense expressed an unchanging, repeated or recurring action or situation that exists only now. It can also represent a widespread truth. Past tenses express an action or situation that was started and finished in the past. The future tense, what tense expressed an action or situation that will occur in the future. Based on aspect, verb tenses may also be categorized according to aspect. Aspect refers to the nature of the action described by the verb. There are four aspects: indefinite or simple, continuous or progressive, perfect or complete, and then there is perfect continuous. Complete, but in the process it was continuous for a frame of time. How it occurs? Complete and continuous, we will be figuring it out. Now, indefinite tense or simple tense, that is called simple present, simple past, simple future, or present indefinite, past indefinite, or future indefinite. The three indefinite tenses or simple tenses describe the action but do not state whether the action is finished. Continuous tense, the three continuous tenses, incomplete tenses or progressive tenses describe an unfinished action. Perfect tenses, the three complete tenses or perfect tenses describe the finished action. And perfect continuous tense to combine the complete tenses and incomplete tenses to describe an action which was in progress and then finished. You see, a combination of both, continuous as well as finished. There are 12 possible verb tenses. Alright? So verb tenses, as we saw, as per time aspect, can be present, past and future, but when we take aspect angle of it, present can be present indefinite or simple present, present continuous, present perfect or present perfect continuous. Similarly for past and similarly for future. Now the list of rules that changes. In simple form, the first form of the verb with S or ES, depending whether singular or plural. Then in progressive forms, right, continuous form, it would be am, is or are, the auxiliary, plus the first form of the verb or the ing form of the verb, the participle form of the verb. Now in perfect, it will be have or has added, followed by the third form, past participle form of the verb. And perfect progressive form, if it is present, then it's have or has. Then we add been plus the first form of verb or the plus ing or the participle form of the verb. Similarly for the past and similarly for the future. In future, will or shall is added. In progressive, will is followed by be. In case of perfect, will is followed by have, and The fourth case, perfect continuous case, it will be followed by been. Now let's see the present tense. We see they are indefinite or simple present tense, or present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. The simple present is used to describe an action, an event, or condition that is occurring in the present at the moment of speaking or writing. I play, she plays, and it's basically usually a habitual or a routine thing to do, or something that is a universal truth. Present continuous tense. The present continuous emphasizes on continuing nature of the act, event, or the condition, something that is happening right now. That is, I am playing, they are playing, she is playing, or he is playing. Right? It's continuous. See, the auxiliary verb is MR plus the participle form of the verb or ing form of the verb. And this indicates thing that is in progress right now. Present perfect tense is used to describe that action began in past and completed into present, or it has just been completed. I have played, she has played. Now perfect continuous. The present perfect continuous is used to describe an action, event, or condition that has begun in the past and continues into the present. I have been playing cricket since the morning, but the action has ended in the moment of speaking. Just before the moment of speaking, the action was in progress. I have been playing cricket since morning. So the moment the speaker is saying, the action has ended, but it was in progress just before it was reported. Let's come to the past tense. Once again, same thing. The simple past, the past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous. The simple past is used to describe an action or event or condition that occurred in the past. I played, she played when she was young. So, action happened in past. Past continuous tense. The past continuous tense is used to describe actions ongoing in the past. Something that has ended in the past, but it was ongoing. It was an ongoing process. I was playing cricket when my mother called me. Right? So you were playing when I was studying. The past perfect tense is used to refer to action that took place and were completed in the past. I had played, she had played, they had played. The past tense plus the past participle of the verb. Past perfect continuous tense. The past perfect continuous tense is used to indicate that a continuing action in the past began before another past action began or interrupted the first action. I had been playing cricket when a sudden noise startled me. The sudden noise startled me is the second action, and interrupted the first action. Right? Or a second action began, the sound began. Right? Both the actions were although completed in the past itself. Future tense, same four categories: indefinite, continuous, or progressive as it is called, perfect and perfect continuous. The simple future is used to refer to actions that will take place after the act of speaking or writing. I shall play cricket after I finish my homework. So it will begin after some action is completed. Now continuous tense. The future continuous tense is used to describe actions ongoing in the future. The future progressive action is used to refer to continuing action that will occur in future. I shall be playing cricket when you come next day, when you visit me next day at 10. That action would be in progress in future. Now future perfect tense is The future perfect tense is used to refer to an action that will be completed sometime in the future before another action takes place. I shall have played cricket by the time school is over. The future perfect continuous tense is used to indicate a continuing action that will be completed at some specific time in the future. I shall have been playing. They shall have been playing. Now list of some examples. I play, I am playing, I have played, I have been playing. These examples all have been showed in the previous part while explaining these. So this will be all for you. Thanks for watching the video patiently. Come prepared in your classroom. We will solve some exercises then. Till then, all of you take care. Stay safe during this COVID period. Try to stay indoors and study hard. Goodbye.